Well, next week, the State House is set to unveil its proposed spending plan for the upcoming year. Leaders say it includes more raises for teachers and state employees. However, the Senate might not even vote on this. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie explains why.
House and Senate leaders are at an impasse over next year's budget spending plan. At issue, how to spend a budget surplus of nearly $1 billion. The House wants to take even more money out of reserves, but the Senate is balking. House Speaker Tim Moore says the new House budget will include money to bail out child care centers and funding to expand state school vouchers to every family, even the wealthy. Those two items alone will require most of the $1 billion surplus. Moore says House lawmakers also want to provide raises beyond the 3% that's already budgeted for next year.
So this budget will have raises for starting teachers as well as veteran teachers. It will have raises for state employees. It will have an increase in the COLA for our state retirees.
That would require dipping into reserve funds, something Senate Leader Phil Berger doesn't want to do.
The Senate is not going to go in that direction.
North Carolina has a 2-year budget cycle, and we're coming up on year 2. Lawmakers usually make adjustments at this point, but they're not required to. Berger said they could just go home if they can't strike a deal.
The second year of the budget it is set to go, and we intend to maintain our position.
We should know more details when the House unveils its budget late Monday night. Berger has said he'd like to be done with the year's work by the end of this month. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, Raleigh.
Some have asked if the legislature might give some of that surplus back to North Carolina citizens in the form of a check. Leaders tell us that is not something they're considering.